Hello, Lobo Nation. Welcome back once again to the principal's office. I just want to first start off by thanking all the parents who came out during our laptop and scheduled pickup the last 2 days. The turnout was incredible. We were able to turn over more than 400 laptops, which is a great number for us. If you are still in need of a student laptop and your student schedule, you can come get those from the front office. We've moved all the laptops to the front office, and so you'll be able to get that really easy and quickly from there. You can come anytime, basically 8:30 to 3:30. We're only going to be able to allow, one, maybe two people in the office at a time. So you may have to wait outside until we can get those people in and out. But it really shouldn't take very long for you to get it. So I do encourage you to come and do that as quickly as possible. One of the questions that I got is there a way that, based on the schedule that was given to you at laptop pickup, that you can set something up that'll be really easy for your student to follow in order to stay on track once school starts? And so I made a quick little additional video that I'm going to put in here that'll kind of walk you through what I think the best process is. So let's take a look at it. Okay, the first thing that you're going to need in order to make this as easy as possible for you and your student to read are a couple of documents. You're going to need the Bell schedule that was emailed out to you, as well as the virtual learning model that was emailed out to you. And then you're going to need a copy of the student schedule that you received during laptop pickup. The other thing that I would recommend to everyone is to create a new document that has Monday and Wednesday and Tuesday and Thursday broken up with the 1 through 7 and Lobo periods written out. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to pull up the virtual learning model. And you'll see that on Mondays and Wednesdays, the synchronous classes for 7th grade are math, Texas history, fine arts, and Lobo period. So all you need to do is go to the student schedule, find when they have math. The student has math 7th period. Go to the Bell schedule, see that that 7th period is from 2:34 to 3:26. Then write on your student schedule, math, 2:34 to 3:26. Then go to the next course, Texas history. It's going to say social studies instead of actually Texas history. This student has a 3rd period. 3rd period is from 10:16 to 11:04. So you can put social studies, 10:16 to 11:04. The next class on Mondays and Wednesdays is fine arts. This student is in band. They have band 6th period. We'll go to 6th period, 1:42 to 2:30. 42 to 2:30. And lastly, on Mondays and Wednesdays, 7th graders have Lobo period. They're going to have Lobo period every day, Monday through Thursday, and Lobo period is always 3:30 to 4 o'clock. So again, you'll be able to tell that your student, if this was your student schedule, would not have to log in on Mondays and Wednesdays until 10:16 if they didn't want to. Now again, that doesn't mean that the teachers 1st and 2nd aren't available for them, and they will have assignments to complete on Monday and Wednesday on 1st and 2nd period, but they're not required to log in to get that direct instruction from that teacher. Then you just do the same thing for Tuesday and Thursday. Remember that in 7th grade there are 2 ELA periods. There's a reading period and a writing period. So you're just going to go find ELA. The first ELA period is 2nd period. 2nd period is 9:24 to 10:12. So go down here, ELA, 9:24 to 10:12. The next is the other ELA period. The 2nd ELA period for this student is 5th period. 5th period is 12:50 to 1:38. 12:50 to 1:38. Their next class is science on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This student has science 4th period. Remember that 4th period is actually a very long period because that's our lunch period. So while everyone's virtual, we're just going to be doing the first 48 minutes. So that'll be 11:08 to 11:56. So science, 11:08 to 11:56. The next class is a PE or athletics class. This student is in athletics. 7th grade athletics is 1st period. 1st period is from 8:30 to 9:20. 8:30 to 9:20. And then, of course, they have Lobo period. So they'll have Lobo from 3:30 to 4 o'clock. Now, again, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, this student would be required, oh, I forgot to write the class in there. That's athletics. Sorry. So again, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, this student would actually have to log into a class at 8:30. And so it's really important to get the students on the schedule, and there's something visual that they can look at so that they can make sure that they're ready for that class at 8:30. So again, this student, Mondays and Wednesdays, first class they would have to log in would be 10:16. The first class on Tuesdays and Thursdays would be 8:30. So if you're talking about the first day of school, the first day of school is actually a Wednesday this year. So this student would not actually log into their first class on the first day of school until 10:16 if they didn't want to. Again, the teachers, every time that they don't have a scheduled class on one of these days, there's still assignments to complete in those classes, and you can still meet with the teacher. The teacher will be available by webcam in Teams, that any questions that the student needs answered, that teacher will be able to answer during those times, even though they don't have a scheduled period. We're hoping that that gives as much access as humanly possible to a teacher, but still keeping a structure and a schedule that a student has to follow. Okay, so here's actually a full screen version of what I just worked through. I know that it was kind of little on the video, so I wanted to make sure that I had it blown up so that you can see exactly what I did, so that if you want to continue this practice, you can do it with your student. So again, this is just a suggestion. I think it would be a great activity for you to sit down and work through with your student. It'll take you just a couple of minutes, both of you working on it. That way, both of you have a very clear idea and a very clear picture of each day exactly which classes they have to log into. It's going to work the exact same way for an 8th grade schedule. If you look at the learning model, it looks like there's a lot more classes that they're going to have to log into. But remember, it's just because 8th graders have a lot more options. Each day, a student will have no more than 4 and no fewer than 3 classes that they have to log into with the addition of the Lobo period. So they'll have 3 or 4 regular classes they have to log into each day and the Lobo period, depending on their schedule. Okay, the last thing that I have to cover is I'm sure that if you have students at other schools that you probably have already seen that a lot of the campuses are doing online virtual learning sessions for parents. And we are going to do that as well. On Friday, the first session is going to be at 2 o'clock. And then the second session is going to be Monday at 6 p.m. I'll be sending you a link in your email that you'll be able to click on, and it will take you right to where you need to go in order to be able to log on. The one thing I will say is that if you do have kids at another campus and you're going to their virtual learning session, you probably won't need to go to ours or any of the others, simply because they are going to be very similar in scope. They're all really kind of targeted at making sure that parents understand how to log into Teams, how to use Teams, where to find different things in Teams. That's going to be really what they're all about. So if you're going to one, you probably don't want to go to the other unless you just have a burning question for that campus. And so what's good about these sessions as opposed to just watching a video is that you'll be live with me working through the different processes. And so you'll be able to do it yourself and then also ask questions in real time and get real answers in real time. And so that way, everyone is really on the same page getting ready for us to start school. So again, be looking in your email for those links. One thing is on the 17th, on the Monday session at 6, we will have a Spanish translator so that any Spanish-speaking parents, if they have questions, they can get those submitted. We'll get them translated and got put back out to everybody. But feel free to ask any questions that you need to during that time. That's pretty much it. If you have anything else, again, always remember to send those questions to griffink@lpisd.org, and I'll be adding that into new videos, and we'll get that out to you. The only other thing that I have is I'm hoping to get it out either today or hopefully first thing tomorrow. And it's a video. It's made for everybody, but I think it's really important for 7th graders. It's going to be a kind of a virtual tour of our building and giving a chance for all the teachers to say hello, and you'll be able to see them without their masks, so you know exactly what they look like, just to kind of help build that relationship between our teachers and our students, and for our 7th graders to kind of have an understanding, if they've never been in the building, kind of the layout of the building and kind of what everything looks like. So that'll be coming out, like I said, hopefully first thing tomorrow, so be on the lookout for that. Otherwise, that's it. Everybody have a fantastic day.